Hello and welcome to Signia's Investment Outlook for 2020. I'm Rob Lee and I'm the co-head of multi-asset investments. First, reflecting on 2019, which was a very healthy year for financial markets globally. The S&P 500, encompassing the US equity sector, was no exception, rising 31% over the course of 2019. It was an even stronger decade for the index, rising an eye-watering 256% over the last 10 years. Looking ahead, we've recently published our top 10 investment themes for 2020, and here are some of the highlights. Number one, global growth diverges higher. We expect the notable slowdown in global GDP growth from 3.6% in 2018 to 3% in 2019 to stage a modest recovery in 2020. We expect this to be led by the European and emerging market economies, and we expect them to diverge somewhat from a decelerating US economy. Number two, the US is in late cycle, not end cycle, and this is important. The 2010s was the first decade on record for most advanced economies to avoid a recession. The US was no exception. Whilst we expect the US to slow down in 2020, we do not expect it to experience a recession. Why? Because the two key drivers behind the economy last year, which was the very healthy and strong US consumer and a very accommodative US central bank in the Federal Reserve, we expect them to continue as driving factors to carry the domestic economy through into the new decade. Number three, trade wars to persist and for manufacturing recessions to stage a modest recovery. Trade wars have been an ongoing concern for investors and markets alike over the last couple of years. However, this year is an election year for Mr. Trump and his administration. So we expect less trade spats with China and for the manufacturing trade-sensitive economies and sectors worldwide to stage a modest recovery. Mr. Trump does need a healthy economy to maintain its momentum in 2020, and therefore to achieve any sort of re-election possibility in November later this year, we expect this to happen. For the rest of our investment themes, please click on the link below. That's it from me. Thanks very much for listening, and I wish you a very happy and prosperous 2020.